Good morning and welcome to Obie Acres. Max and I are relaxing. It finally cooled off over the weekend. It's the Monday to June 24th, and I'll show there's a video I show. I did get some rain last week. Got a ½ inch just on this farm, just like a mile radius. Was it Wednesday? I think it was. I'll put it in there. And Sunday morning they were calling for, we ended up getting a ½ inch. I think that was widespread. I'm gonna go around and check my other rain gauge to see what I got there, but I'm thinking it's probably the same because watching the radar, it was all pretty even. Well, just a little update here. Today, it's Friday, June 21st, I believe. We did get some rain last night at this farm at home. You see, almost a ½ inch. We didn't get it at our other one. Drove over to the other farm to see. Didn't get anything over there. But most of the ground, a lot of the ground right in this area, we have a lot of the highest percentage of our land is right here. So we did get a ½ inch. So the corn's loving it and the beans are loving it. See what we get today. It's a couple more days so we can get some. But yeah, that was nice. It just came out of nowhere. It's what happens. It just pops up and dissipates. What do you think, Maxers? Maxer liked it. He was hot. You were hot, weren't you, buddy? So yeah, we'll see what we get today. Just update on that and just keep her coming. That's what we need. So thanks for watching. But I will today I'm gonna go around and check the crops at some point here, but I thought I'd do something kind of neat because a lot of times when you watch these videos, the farmer videos showing how tall their corn is, I mean, some of them want to show you their tallest corn just to show you how great it is, and some of them want to show you how bad their crops are. It all depends if you're, I guess if you're a glass half full or glass half empty guy, that's how you operate. But I'm going to show the truth. So today I'm going to show you my tallest corn and my shortest corn, and then I guess I could show you some more in between. The beans are just, well, they're ankle high, maybe the tallest, and the other ones are just the top of my toes, so that's not that important, but they look nice. And we did get a little rain. They're calling for a little bit more rain tomorrow night and later in the week, so hopefully we keep getting it. But it was really dry. You know, we were getting that impressive 90+ degree heat every day. But this corn is by far my tallest right at the end of this. So I'll show this, and I guess I should get my tape measure it. But this is my tallest. Let me turn the camera around. See if you can see me in here. This is it. It's probably 5 foot plus. I don't know. I'll tape measure it. But I'll show you my shortest corn here today too, and on this video. But it'll be neat to see that. Some guys like to embellish or whatever you want to call it, but this was planted. I'll tell you, that's the other thing I'll do is tell you when it was all planted. This was planted April 27th. This is the only field that was planted that day. It rained right after that. It was a Saturday. It was over the weekend. And then the next field over the way is the one I planted next, like a week later, early May. And it's nice too. It's knee high probably. But I'll show you. I don't even know how tall the other corn is. I ain't been over to see it in several days, 3 or 4 days. So we'll see if it didn't get that rain earlier. It didn't get the ½ inch. And I don't know what it got now. We will find out shortly. So keep tuned in. Here's the next field I planted. May 5th, I think it was. It's like knee high. Little spots. You can see. This little corner's a little weedy, but you can walk back through here. It's looking decent. It's a little moisture in the ground right now. It's just where that stupid planter won't plant right, or it stopped planting. I don't know what it did there. Actually, it planted really good in this field. It's a little above knee high. So this one, it's looked good all along. I have a good stand. I mean, it come up uniformly, and it's pretty decent. I don't know how it survives that hot weather we have. There's no rain, but I think it roots down deeper, which is good to have dry weather that early. So it helps it establish a better root system, I think. Some agronomists disagree, but I think that does help. If you get a real wet spring, like wet through June, and then you get dry, that's worse. So let's move to the next one. So here's the next field I planted. This was planted, I believe it was May 20th. And then the next two were planted. So this is about as tall as the other one in spots. This guy varies, but don't look too bad. I can walk down to the, oops, I broke one over. I can walk down to the backfield if you want. Yeah, I'm not gonna walk down there. It's pretty wet. It's damp this morning. I'll drive down there. This is the next field I planted. This was planted one day. This front field was planted, and then the other one wasn't planted for a couple of days, I think, because it rained a little bit. It was planted within a few days of each other, though. Yeah, this is knee high too, just about. There's some thin spots here, I don't know why. Overall, it's pretty even. It's about as tall as that other field. So we'll check the bottom. The backfield of this farm. This is a big field. It's not as tall. I think I have to look at my records. I guess it was several days after the front field. So that was planted. You know, I guess it was planted for like 4 or 5 days later. I think that might have been planted the 15th, and this was the 20th. But I guess it's close to knee high. It's nice and even. This planter worked perfect in this field. The monitor just showed perfect population the whole way, and still not completely sure why it did that. Yeah, some grass coming in here. Probably should. I don't know if I should spray this or not. See what this looks like up here. Little grass. It looked real clean a week ago. I don't know. Yeah, there's not much. Always you get creep from the waterway there. It's not terrible. It'll close in pretty soon. I think it'll be alright. Canopy, you won't see much. So this is the third to last, well, the second to last field. I got one more than Austin's. It was planted the same day. So we'll go check that out. Well, I'm here at the last field. I just checked. I got the rain gauge up, and it got the same. We got a 1/4 inch here. This is like 3 miles away. It's 4 miles away. So I'm gonna dump this out. That's the only rain we've gotten here in, I don't know, a couple weeks at least. I don't even remember the last time we got any measurable rain. It's still, so you can see it's really dry. That 1/4 inch it soaked it right in. Which was this 95. This is the beautiful house we bought that I'm gonna probably tear down. I gotta get this wire disconnected. That's where I tore that barn down. I should have videoed when I was tearing that barn down back here. I didn't bring my keys to take you through it. That would be a good video, wouldn't it? So, the garage needs a roof, but I have my lawnmower. I mow this with the 861. It probably needs mowed. I might mow this today. I might do that. I should have, maybe tomorrow. It doesn't need it yet. It really didn't grow much. But here's the corn over here. Let's go check it out. This is my last field I planted. It was planted, I think, the 20th, May 20th. Across the road. These are the beans on this side, and then across the road is my corn. This is our last field. Well, Austin's field's last. I might drive out and look at that yet. See how much rain it looks like he got. Hopefully he got the same amount, because he needs it pretty bad, I think. You can see that corn is only probably, it's a little taller than that last back field I was just in. I mean, it's a little shorter, I mean. Half of this field I chisel plowed this spring, and the other half I didn't. And boy, you can see the difference. Yeah, this stuff isn't real tall, but it's really dry. It's only, you can see it's only like up to here. So it's only like 2 foot or a foot tall. I'm gonna say it's like 18 inches. So there we go. The video, like I said at the beginning, that first corn is almost 6 foot. I didn't measure it. I didn't bring my tape measure, but anyhow, this is my short. So my tallest corn is shoulder high or head high, and the shortest corn is only like 18 inches. That's where we're at. So if you want to see different, you can see how dry it is here. We had plenty of moisture at home. You can still see where I side dressed. I mean, it's wet. It's even wet at the other farm. You can see it was damp, and it's not damp here. We didn't. That farm over the second one I was just at, all 3 of them or 4 of them cornfields have had quite a bit of moisture. I mean, I think they've all had 3/4 of an inch total in the last week, and this only had the 1/4 inch, and it was so dry. So hopefully we get some tomorrow night. The problem with that, when it stays dry like that and the corn will take off, then you got weed pressure coming through, see? And it's all been sprayed. I'm not gonna worry about it. So this is it. And you can see it's kind of burning up yet. It's wet, but there, like I said, I chisel plowed half of this spring. I will come over here one day to start chisel plowing. I chisel plowed, it's over half I chisel plowed, but it just got, that side of the farm is wetter. So I started over here, and it just kept getting wetter and wetter, and I was afraid, you know, if it turned dry, I was gonna have a mess, so I stopped chisel plowing. And I probably should have kept going, but it was wetter on that one end of the farm, so it might have been not a good thing. But I always cringe when I'm out doing, especially chisel plowing, and it's wet underneath and it brings up that stuff. But this worked up great, because if we got so much rain after I chisel plowed it, would have been fine to keep going. But it's a judgment call. That's what farming is. It's always, you know, you got to bet, you're trying to figure out the weather. Because if I would have chisel plowed that whole thing and we didn't get much rain, that would have been a disaster to work up. But it worked up nice because we had so much rain. Anyhow, I'll go check Austin's corn yet. Well, here's the last field. We got some weeds too. Not bad though, just on the outside there. It looks pretty good though. It's knee high. This was planted last. This is Austin's field. Well, it's got 3 little fields here. They don't look too bad. There's some little weeds right here. I don't know why, but grass here. Yeah, there it is. It's right at knee high. So that's the tour. So tall to short. Please subscribe and let me know what you think. How's it compared to, if you're farmers, how's it compared to yours? See ya.